Hey guys, what's going on? This is Cheney 180 and
Lago Figs.
Chamba.
796 Studios.
And you're watching another episode of Chatmigos.
Assemble!
That's too close.
That's way too close.
What's going on, gentlemen? How we all doing today? We'll start with you, Lago.
What's up? I'm doing good. Just came. I had a great weekend with the dudes. My crew over here, NJ. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Go Figure Go. I was sharing a table with him. Cool dude.
Nice.
And shout out to Tim Disavowed. He got me a Ken.
Ooh,
NY Rebel Photography.
Finally,
got
got a Ken.
Yeah, like there's a bunch of the guys. I would have to be here all day. D Blake
Yeah.
makes the whole crew. Everybody.
Well,
You know who they are.
We'll have to film a separate video for your shout outs.
Yeah, just shout.
Yeah. He
It was
just
a
shows off
nice-
a list.
This is Lago.
you know?
Shout out to
Yeah.
these people. I take out like a big
Yeah.
scroll.
He scrolls it, yeah.
But a lot of cool dudes, man. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, we just
That's
put the
awesome.
scrolling thing as he's talking.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd
That's
be
good.
great. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Chamba, how are you, sir?
Doing all right. Weekends go way too quickly. And we're here again, which is great. I mean, it's great that we're here again, but days are going way too quickly. There's not enough time.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to talk toys, so that's a good thing.
We are. We've got a great show today. Mario, how are you, sir?
I'm so glad to see Chamba's back in the present day. When he says
Yes.
we're
Oh,
here
yeah.
now, he meant we're here in
Yeah.
2024. So congrats,
Mhm.
Chamba.
24. Oh, yeah, that's right. It is
Yeah,
24.
he was-
Yeah, it's 2024.
He wasn't stuck in the
Don't do
weird
that.
shadow realm that he was
No.
that he was a part of.
That was
I know.
great.
There
How are
is
you,
life
Cheney?
in my skin again.
Oh, I can't complain. I'm busy as always. There's a million different things to do. and not enough time for any of them. So, yeah. But we've got a wonderful show today. I want to welcome the wonderful Fox Forge Toys to the show. What's going on, guys?
Hi.
Hello.
How you guys doing
Welcome.
today?
We're doing good. How about you guys?
Oh, can't
Good.
complain. Yeah,
Good.
doing
Good to be here.
doing good. Yeah.
Nice.
So, do you guys want to go ahead and just give us a quick little breakdown of who you are and what you do, real quick?
Yeah, sure. So I'm James, founding member of Fox Forge Toys, and I've worked in the toy industry now for a number of years. I worked at Toys R Us corporate, working on like some private label items and for action figures and stuff like that. So I was able to learn like how to create figures through the product development life cycle. So that was awesome. So once I got to learn that, I was like, I got to make my own figures. So then Victoria here was able to, help me along the way with ideas and all that stuff. So it's been, a lot of fun. And then
Heck yeah.
Yeah, and I'm Victoria. I'm James's wife, and I'm along for the ride. So
Nice.
That's super awesome.
yeah,
I love
it's,
seeing that.
it's fun. I love seeing him
Yeah.
design things and come up with new ideas. So I'm
That's so cool.
I'm the
That's
approver
brilliant.
of a lot of it.
wife
Team.
/ business partner.
Yeah,
Yes.
There you go.
call
There
it
you
that.
go. There you go. Heck yeah. Co-creator.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah. There
managing
you go.
member.
Yeah, there you go. Manager. Yeah.
That's my managing member. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just help him wherever he needs it, and I do a lot of the back end like book stuff and all the
Nice.
Awesome.
not fun stuff. So.
The budgeting. So when I have ideas, I'm like, can I do this? And she goes, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be like, no. I'll be, all right.
It keeps you in order, basically.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right.
That's awesome. All right. Well, we're going to talk about your guys' Kickstarter here in a couple minutes, but first, we're going to check in with our wonderful Chatmigos. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Be sure to hit that thumbs up, share with your friends if you've not already. Yes, and subscribe if you have not, and also think about becoming a member. We're creeping up on 100 They're Not Dolls extra episodes for members only. So there's a long back catalog of stuff you can enjoy if you were to become a member. So thank you so much. But to the wonderful Chatmigos that are here hanging out right now, don't forget about the Hushmigos. Leave those dots, and let's kick it off right now. We got Mark Rose in the house, Fanigan Collectibles, Hushmigoing it up. Toy Rensu is here. Ray Paz, what's going on, man? We got Bat Force Grumps is in the house. What's going on, Grumps? Dorian G is here. Disavowed Action Figures, how you doing, sir? Just Jeff 45. D Balake Meke is in the house. What is up, man? What is up? Shout out to Thursday night. That was a super
That was
show.
really fun.
Unfortunately, we did not have Adam and Ernie, but we had the Sentinels come in and fill in for Ernie, and then we had Art with Toys come in and fill in for Adam, and it was intense.
It was
man.
real fun.
It was a real fun night. Yeah.
It flew. Time flew as always.
Yeah, it did. So if you guys didn't check that out yet, definitely go and hit that replay up. We got Born Tatum is in the house. Says, I was just thinking of you guys to find out you're live. Yes, we are.
We're doing it live.
Yep, we're doing it live, as always. Manic Mike is here. Venom 24 is in the house. Paul Morales, Omega Weapon 13. Bow Art Takeover is also here. Cowabunga Dude's in the house. The Machu Man is also here. What's going on, Machu? Ender Shadow, what's going on, Carl, is here. We've got Brian. Lexaloo Productions is here. Thank you for joining us today. Sonic Rockman X is also in the house. Cat McKay Random, thank you for joining us, sir. Shadowbird is here. What's going on, Shadowbird? Jay Sinner is also here. We got Thick Nick in the house. What's going on, man? Raiden, what's going on, Raiden? How are you, sir? Let's see. VJAD91 is also here. Thank you for joining us. Shelf Presence. Vader Sug dropping those dots. Hushmigos in the house. PD Dubs is here. Go Figure Go. What is up, Go Figure Go? How are you, sir? Let's see. Renegade Figures is here. Diggs Figs is in the house. Jimmy Seals, what's up? Oh man, we got Dallas James in the chat. What's up,
Ooh.
Dallas? How are you, sir? I hope you're doing good. This man is a encyclopedia of knowledge when it comes to Superman and a plethora of other comic book characters. So shout out to Dallas James, man. All right. So without further ado, do you guys want to go ahead and let us know what you're here for? What do you got? What do you got cooking over there at Kickstarter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we've launched a Kickstarter campaign called Galactic Valor. It's a 1/12 scale action figure line. It's we when designing the line, we were basically listening to a lot of the community about like what they would like in their figures. So we've incorporated a lot of the necessary articulation that everyone's looking for that we can get to in the Kickstarter. And then we also have like removable armors to allow for more customization options. The pegs will all be the same, so you could swap and pop the heads and stuff like that. So it'll be super fun figures if this gets funded. But we're off to a incredibly good start. We launched last Wednesday, and we're already at 30K. So we're super happy with how things are progressing. So yeah. It's just been a lot of fun designing it as well.
Nice.
Wicked.
You guys have any questions for them before we get cooking along here? Mario, Chamba, Lago?
I'm gonna look at the Kickstarter guy. One of these guys can come up with something for now.
What? Yeah, like I know that I remember seeing something that you guys made. It was like a Toy Con exclusive. It was different. Didn't have all the articulation. I remember that, right?
Yeah. So for Galactic Valor, this isn't our first action figure line. This is our second time going through Kickstarter. So our first line that we did was called Stardust, and that was more retro themed, less articulation and stuff like that. But it was a lot. It was good learning points from that project and stuff like that. But we did do some really fun colorway choices with that. We did like a Toy Con exclusive, like Boba Fett themed colorway and stuff like that. So that
I didn't want to say it just in case like it wasn't supposed to,
Yeah, no, you're good.
Call it a tribute, right?
Yeah, it was like it's like a tribute figure.
Homage. It's an homage. Yes.
Homage. Yes. So that was a lot of fun to make and partner with people on and stuff like that, and working with people within the community and going into Galactic Valor. That's what we wanted to do. We wanted to listen to a lot of people in the community. We wanted to work with a lot of people in the community, and that's what we've been doing. It's been an amazing journey so far.
Awesome.
Heck yeah. Mario, you have anything?
Yeah, I remember you were on Kev's channel, right? Toying around last year.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kev, April 7th, ToyCon, toying around. What was I don't know if you touched on it, but what was the inspiration behind this line? I mean, I'm a big sucker for like sci-fi and anything cyberpunk, but just curious to see what was the inspiration.
Yeah, so like I, grew up loving, Star Wars, Warhammer, like Marvel, Gears of War, and all that stuff. So Jurassic Park as well. So those were all things that I just absolutely loved. And I was like, once I got to learn about the product development life cycle, which is how you make, like turn an idea and a concept into like a real physical thing and seeing it on, store shelves. I fell in love with the process, and I was like, you know what, I want to do this. I want to make these ideas like a reality. So Stardust was the starting point. That was, let's make something and stuff like that. It was retro themed. We had some aliens in the works and stuff like that. So like that was great. And now Galactic Valor is more like realism, more detail, higher articulation, soft goods and stuff like that. So basically wanting to up the game even further for Galactic Valor, for what Stardust did.
Nice. What is there like a lore behind, like what's the story behind all these guys?
Yeah, sure. So there's a whole story already developed. So inside the Kickstarter, there's also a comic book that'll come with it in the initial funding goal. But basically it's about a group of aliens in the future set in the Cortex system. And basically, it's as these groups of aliens races get more technologically advanced, they start to come across one another in their galaxy, and tensions start to rise, and they start, having these wars with one another. But as time progresses, it's while they're too busy focused on what they're fighting with one another, there's a bigger outside threat looming, and they might need to band together to stop this imposing threat. So that it's all going to be explained in the comic book. We also have like some of the lore on our website, on the Fox Forge website. But that, without giving too much away, like that's kind of like how where the story is, how it's going to evolve from there.
Nice. That sounds interesting. It's always interesting when you have two enemies that have to band together to fight a common foe.
Yep.
Now, real quick, let me ask your business partner there, / manager, / co-creator.
A lot of slashes.
Yes. Who's your favorite character out of all these?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think it's Grish. I think he stands out from the group. He's the protagonist. He's the good guy kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. Oh, he's the blue one. Sorry, his name's Grish.
No worries.
So yeah, I think he just is so unique looking, and it kind of falls in line with the vision that James and I had on what to make our like main figure, I would say, and how we want him to look. He's not your typical big brawly guy that's gonna run through battlefields and things. He's a little slimmer, a little more reptilian like. So yeah, I would say he's my favorite, and I love the color blue. So
okay,
that's also why.
All right, awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and run down these characters here, and
Great.
Yep.
Let's see what we got going on. So we've got Grish. That's the way to pronounce it.
Yep, Grish. Yep.
All right. And he comes with a plethora of hands and weapons here, which is very cool.
Nice standard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like with these figures, we're basically trying to provide really good value for the customer. With when you buy the figure, there'll be a wealth of hands, accessories. Like all the accessories will be able to stay with the figure, and you won't necessarily have to put them to the side or in like a accessories box or something like that. It can all be included on the figure. So like the pistol can go in the holster, the knife can go in the sheath. He could hold the SMG. And then he also comes with like a display stand that's not pictured, but the figure will come with a little display stand.
Oh wow, nice.
And then with the Kickstarter, we're offering exclusive pricing on these figures as well. So only in the Kickstarter, we're offering $30 a figure across the board. And then outside of the Kickstarter, the standard figures will be $32.99. And then the deluxe figures, which is the Tigron with the wired cloth cape, he will be $37.99. So depending on what characters you want, you can save a pretty good amount of money. I mean, if you wanted to army build or something like that.
Okay, awesome. So basically, if you see something you like here, grab it now with a Kickstarter, and save yourself some cash for sure. All right, and then this is Tigron.
Yep, this is Tigron. So he, again, wealth of accessories, and then with this one, he comes with a like a wired cape, so you can pose them in the action shots and stuff like that. So it will add like a level of extra posability when like the toy photographers, or if you want to have it nicely on your shelf in a certain way or something like that.
Nice. Yeah, you gotta be able to include windswept capes.
Yeah.
It's a must.
Sometimes there's wind during battle, so
there you go. And like all the armor is removable as well. So like on Tigron, the chest armor can come off, his bracers on his arms. This goes across for all the characters. The shin armor can come off as well. And then to add further customization options, if we progress further down the line, we also want to do like different like feet, so you can have that extra wealth of customization to your alien.
Okay. Nice.
How's the armor attached? Is it peg holes or
Mm.
friction?
It's at the moment it's friction.
Okay.
So that it's
Cool.
nice and tight, and that's all being held together by friction. So when it comes to the final product, that's what we will be striving for.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Heck yeah. All right. And then we have Shadow Stalker.
Yep.
like this
So we're now starting to play with translucent plastics. So
Mhm.
like underneath that visor, there will be an alien head to where you can kind of see the alien kind of popping out of behind the visor.
cool.
So we're excited about that one. And then he comes with a different accessory with a sniper rifle. So this is also an army builder. So you can build these guys out, and they're kind of equipped for assassination missions and stealth and stuff like that.
Nice. I like how you put the red and the blue together. Like he's got the blue pants, and then it really brings that red out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Makes it
like the
pop.
color scheme. Yeah.
Yeah, we worked with Nikki Nicole Customs like on the color options for these characters, and she's blown it out of the park.
Nice. All right. And then Starshock Commando.
Yep. So this is like another army builder character. So this is these are soldiers that are handpicked by Tigron himself to take on like the hardest assignments and stuff like that. And then wealth of accessories, all the armor is removable and stuff like that. And we'll make sure all the heads can be swappable with one another for the character, so you can truly get that customizable experience.
Nice. Lago, what are your thoughts so far?
Yeah, I'm loving them. I wanted to ask about I saw something with D Blake Makes. What's that all about?
Oh yeah. So we were gonna have it on our back wall here, but it fell down. So shout out to Blake Makes. Look, here's the Toymigos sign.
Ooh.
We promised to show it in the
Nice.
stream. So he's done a killer job, and then he's also made some Galactic Valor.
Ooh, that's
Oh, nice.
So this
really cool.
we're working with him to have it be as an add-on item in the Kickstarter.
That's
So
cool.
we're gonna we've actually just recently updated it today. So
Be a nice accent to the whole set, right?
yep.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Totally.
That'll look great. You can like pin it up behind your figures. And
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, he did a great
Yeah.
job with them. So thanks.
yes, we love D Balake.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
D Blake, thank you. Shout out.
Yeah, he's the man.
That's really cool. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
You got a bunch of them around.
Okay, your Iron Man one, it looks like.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah,
Spider-Man.
Yeah, D Blake's the man.
He is. And he also makes wonderful jerky. Beef jerky. at that.
Ooh.
Really?
Mhm. Yes.
Huh.
This is a real thing and not a joke at all.
Mhm.
I tried it and it's delicious.
It's great.
Yeah.
I'll have to try.
Yeah.
Yes, you will have to try it. It's good stuff.
Yeah,
All
if he's at a show, he always has like a big bag full of it. So he- his ass.
Did you have some this weekend, Lago?
No, he actually, you know what? He brought donuts too, and I had one of those.
Whoa.
So it was cool.
This
We got
guy.
there mad early. We got there like 6:30, 6 o'clock. And
So you opted for the donut over the jerky, huh?
Yeah.
yeah, I got the donut. I had the donut at sushi with Go. It was
Nice.
interesting at the show. Yeah, it was selling figures
That's
and
great.
eating sushi. That's cool.
Look at he doesn't want
One
us to
time.
talk about him. He's
Yeah.
like, thank you guys. Go back to the figures, please.
Nah, we
He's
gotta
just like,
talk about him.
stop.
He does so
Stop
much for the
talking
community.
about me,
He's a
guys.
great
Yeah,
guy.
no, Deep Blake's great.
Yeah.
Deep Balake Meke. Love
Okay,
him.
yeah,
We
people
love
like
him
it.
around here.
Oh,
All right. So next up, we have the Hyperion Tracer.
Yep. Victoria will talk about this character.
Yeah, so this one was really fun to make because it wasn't part of our initial like set of them, but we decided we wanted to kind of have the community build it with us. So
That's
we
cool.
did 2 pulls for it. So we did 4 different designs, which was mainly like the head sculpt of how we wanted it to look, and there were 4 like I'd say fairly different head sculpts. So the community voted on the head sculpt that we have, and then what we did after we had that is we did 4 different colorways, and then they also voted on that. So this is
That's
truly like a community-driven figure, and
That's
we hope
awesome.
that everybody enjoys it.
Yeah, I like the white armor on him. That's really
Yeah.
cool.
It has a nice pop to him because he kind of has
Yeah.
that muted color on his body and everything. So
Heck yeah.
And
And so
this
this
will, so,
okay.
yeah, sorry, this will only be exclusive to the Kickstarter. Like
Okay.
it won't go up on any other retailer channels. It's going to just be exclusive to the Kickstarter, and then there might be like an MOQ. Like the factory we work with has really good MOQs. So if it was like, say you get, for example, set like 900 people order this figure, for example, and then you have to order 1,000, we would have 100 left over, and we would probably sell those at like a convention in very scarce quantities or something like that.
Okay.
but you won't be able to get it online after this.
No.
So if you want the Hyperion Tracer, this is the time to pick him up because it's going to be a pain in the butt to get him later. All right. Awesome. Let's keep it cooking here. So we've got add-ons, golden accessories. Nice.
Yep.
That's cool.
So if like your figure has a great day at the casino, you can load them out with these golden accessories.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. They'll pop on your shelf or on the field of battle. So that's kind of the idea that we had behind the golden accessories pack.
It's always fun to switch it up too, you know.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of contrast.
Mm-hmm. All right. And then we've got the comic book here.
Nice.
For $5, you can jump into the lore here. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Know the backstory and everything.
Yeah. And who do you have for the artist on the book?
Oh, we have it's an artist based out in Belgium. So he's
cool.
done a really great job at like designing these covers for us, and super detailed and stuff like that.
Awesome.
It's wicked.
Thanks.
That's great to hear. Oh, we've got a very generous super chat from D Balake Meke. He says, Lanyard Fund. I'm super honored to be a part of this awesome line. They look even better in person. Thank you, James and Tori, for the opportunity. Look at that.
Excited
Look
to
at
have
that.
Thank
you with
you.
us.
Yeah, we're super appreciative of you helping us make the signs.
Look at that guy. What a guy. Love
Legend.
that D Blake. Yes.
Legends.
All right. And not only can you get the comic book and the figures, but you can go ahead and pick up this sweet shirt as well.
Yep. I also work in the apparel industry, so we'll make sure this is a very comfortable shirt.
Nice. All right. Oh, and here we go to the
Yep, there it is.
Oh,
wonderful. You can get
Okay.
your very own D Blake make. D Blake makes not only signs, not only beef jerky, not only friendship, but these wonderful galactic valor signs right here.
Got some hand posing. Nice.
I know. Look at that.
That's extra. That's for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can add this on as well. So you can have the signs, the shirt, the comic, the figures. You can go all in. Do you happen to have a? Oh wait, let's talk about our stretch goals first.
Yeah, so
Artist proof. Nice.
this one is like an artist proof figure. So technically, when a factory doesn't have to apply paint versus applying paint to a figure, there's a massive cost difference. So we were like, all right, how can we make it to where the customer is still getting bang for their buck with the artist proof figure? So like, all right, let's add extra heads, let's add extra armor and
That's sick.
accessories. So that's what we're striving for with this campaign. And we did a blank for the Stardust line as well. I mean, it was amazing to like see like all these creative people out in the market, like painting their own designs and being like, wow, I didn't even realize like that you like, I would love to have that in the lore and stuff like that. Like there's so many great like customs out there.
Variants.
So we want to do that again with Galactic Valor, and we've provided a wealth of options for everyone with this figure.
Nice. What are you thinking about these, Mario?
Dude, I was thinking since the armor's removable, it could
I know.
potentially be used as like a blank buck and custom.
That's what I was
And,
thinking.
yeah, to see the artist proof just makes it much easier,
Yeah.
you know, for repaints.
To customize it, yeah.
I did want to say I appreciate the extra hands, man. Just that alone sets the figure apart from everything else on the market, you know.
Any of them.
Yeah, like like it kind of also provides like a different depth to it as well. Like makes your shelf more interesting, or those the toy photographers having more fun with it, with like the pointing, the different hand gestures and stuff like that. So yeah,
it's another form of expression, you know, that
Exactly.
like hands and extra like face sculpts.
Yeah.
It should be a standard
figure.
too. Honestly, the fact that it's being more presented here, I think it's great that you've included it when so many other companies feels like it's lacking for the most part. So
Yeah, 9 times out of 10 you get like a C grip and that's about it.
in a fist if you're lucky, right?
Yeah. Yep. All right. And stretch goal number 2.
Issue 2.
So we would like if we hit that stretch goal, we would jump further into the lore and stuff like that. You get to kind of see like who the next stretch goal is and what they're up to and how they're going to play a part in the story and
that's cool
stuff like that.
Okay, but issue 2 is going to come out eventually down the road, no matter what.
Yeah, it'll if we don't hit this stretch goal, I mean, the where we've been writing the story and stuff like that, it's just like I want to unload everything at one time, but Victoria here with the budgeting
I'm the problem.
has said, "Oh, so she's totally right," and I'm super appreciative of that. But yes, we will definitely have all these stories coming out and comic books coming
in time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. That's great to hear. Ooh, we have a Nexus Enforcer.
This is the one that I actually caught my eye because I was looking at your Stardust and I was going to ask earlier if you're going to try and incorporate any of those designs into this, but then I was looking at this and I was like, oh, this is pretty much just the Galactic Valor version of those Stardust characters. And I think that's dope.
Correct.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. I think because I was looking, I was like, oh, I like the Stardust designs, but it would be interesting to see what they would look like in Galactic Valor. And I was like, so I was scrolling down. I'm like, oh, they're here. So that's dope.
Ta-da!
Done.
Yeah, it's done.
Say no more.
Yeah, it's already there.
Yeah.
But yeah, for this stretch goal, like we're now exceeding, we're moving forward past the initial funding goal. So we were like, all right, we're using the molds quite a bit for the aliens now. Let's now reward, let's go to the next phase of Galactic Valor, which is Nexus. So it's brand new molds, top to bottom. We're going to make sure that we're using the same peg system with the aliens, with the humans. So basically, as the story progresses, basically the objective of Nexus is to bring on as many alien races as possible, expand Nexus and all that stuff. So you will start having aliens being involved in Nexus. So we want to make sure, like, that the heads are all swappable, whatever, so you can have an alien Nexus figure. That's been thought about, and we're gonna do. It's gonna have different head sculpt, so you can have like an officer or a standard army trooper. There's a backpack, and then that's the camera that kind of goes on the side of it. And then we're gonna have like pistol, knife, rifle, and then it'll come with a wealth of it, hands again, and then a display stand as well.
I like the face masks with the beret there. That's really cool.
Yeah. So
It's a cool look.
Yeah, kind of, and then we'll make sure the beret is removable, so it can be where you can have all these different varieties of Nexus characters.
That's wicked.
Nice.
God.
All right. And we have Nexus Guardian here, and this is at 155. So if you make it to 155, you unlock this guy.
Yep. So it's it's a repaint, but it plays into the story because we want different divisions within the Nexus faction. Each one is good at different tasks and stuff like that. So these guys are more close quarters. You have the grenade launcher, so you have a new accessory. So you have grenade launcher and the shotgun. And then the different head sculpts. So it allows you to army build and stuff like that.
I love the
Heck
color
yeah.
scheme of this one.
Yeah.
The color scheme of this one is really, it just stands out a lot. You don't often see those colors.
Yeah, like we were kind of like going for like the desert tan vibe.
It looks real good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All right. And we've got Warmock.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So this is basically like the final stretch goal of the Kickstarter. This is just, concept art, but we've worked at the factory. We have quotes and pricing based upon what this type of figure is like from previous work that they've worked on. So we have that all squared away. But if we hit this goal, this is going to stand at roughly like 9 inches tall. It's going to have a cannon on its back. We'll make sure that the aliens can mount the gun on the back of it or ride the beast as well, because it plays these Warmocks play a crucial role in the story for Grish's alien race, because they're able to like tame these beasts and turn them into basically like war machines at this point.
That's wicked.
Nice. I like the design. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we basically got like there was lizard put into it. There was like a gorilla and a bit of like sci-fi and like Jurassic Park thrown in there.
Okay. All right. All right. And then let's go ahead and go through the what is it? The pledges here. So you can get one figure for 30, 2 for 60, 3 for 90. You can go 5 in for 150.
8 for 240. That's pretty good.
8 for 240, 12 for 380, 18 for 580, 24 for 770. Is that the one you're going to get, Mario?
Yeah, me and Macho are gonna go halves on that.
That makes sense.
And then if we hit the 990, it's me, Macho, and Mike. So
Love it.
And so the crate, it comes with 30 of the figures. All right. And then the ultimate crate, this is 40 of them.
Dang.
this is me, Macho, Mike, and you now, James.
The reason for the pricing on that one is because you would be able to work hands-on with us. You would be able to design your own alien head, and then we would get it painted and up for all of you, for the person, and then you would be able to come delivery, have your own custom one-off own sculpted alien head on a Galactic Valor.
That's
alien
crazy.
body.
That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Shout out to Patman right here. Let's see. It says, I already signed up, hoping to get those stretch goal figures to add on.
Batman.
For sure, man.
Batman.
Yeah. Patman's awesome. All right. And then, okay. So then that's basically kind of like an all-in then?
Yeah, that's like if you want it, you get the most figures from that. You'll get everything in the prior rewards, but the big difference between the 990 versus this one is you get to have an alien head sculpt, and you get to work with the sculptor and the painters.
That's
wicked.
awesome.
It's fully
Heck yeah.
Custom
Yeah,
character,
fully
essentially.
custom. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Now that we've seen all of this, gentlemen, do you have any more questions?
I
Lago?
do.
Oh,
sorry.
Mario, go ahead. No, go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, do we touch on the articulation?
I was just going to ask that.
Yeah, can we
Yeah.
can we run through that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
sure.
was,
absolutely.
So
What
if you go to the
inspired you?
top,
yeah, scroll up. That's right. Yep, there we
there
go.
you go. So we're basically looking, we've spoken with, like as we were transitioning from Stardust to Galactic Valor, when, Galactic Valor was just like an idea and stuff like that. We were just, consistently asking people at conventions and online, like, hey, what do you like in an action figure? And basically we came down to, pinless joints help make the design look more sleek and neat. Removable armor to allow for more play and customization. I know like the butterfly shoulders is a big thing to allow you for more posability. And then we also took like positives from the Stardust line, because with like the ball jointed like the barbell hips and like the swivel thighs and stuff like that. So we're trying to make it as posable as possible.
Okay. Let's see. Caleb Brown says, could James go into detail about the alien character's unique feet / boot design? Does it help with balance, or are the toes articulated?
Okay. Yeah. So we've gotten a lot of feedback on the feet. It plays into the story with why they all have them, but the toes aren't individually articulated. But it also where the toes are such widespread, it allows for them to stand up easily on their own.
Makes sense.
But the toes aren't individually articulated.
Okay.
But the in the lore, there's a reason as to why they wear these armored boots and stuff like that. It allows
cool.
for to traverse the terrain easier and stuff like that.
Okay.
Story driven.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's see. They're asking how many points of articulation? 30 points of articulation.
Yep.
It's loaded.
It
Load
is.
it up.
It is.
Maximum.
Lago, you have anything?
Just I was noticing the product shots. They look pretty impressive. Who's the photographer that took pictures of this?
Yeah, so I'll just run through a list of everyone that's been involved in the project. So for like the sculpt work of who's done the sculpt work and turned my drawings into like these crazy detailed sculpt is Rafael Fernandez. He's been a pleasure to work with. The paint application has been done by Nikki Nicole Customs. And then I got to work with CJ for the soft wired cape for Tigron.
Nice.
Him and his wife were, super, great and informative of how it'll look the best on him. And then the photographers, I worked with two people. One was 1/6 shooter who did all of the product shots to show you this is what you get with the figure.
I never would have guessed that was him.
Yeah. And it works out nicely because he's just around the corner from Victoria's parents. So
perfect.
Easy drop off for the prototypes.
Yeah.
And then we also worked with Sir Dork. He did the group shot and a couple of the environment shots that's on our Instagram.
Nice. Yeah, let me go ahead and bring up the Instagram page and we'll check out some of those pictures too. All right. Chamba, do you have any questions?
Oh no, I already asked the question in regards to the I was just like, what inspired the articulation setup? Like what figures were you looking at in regards to designing the articulation?
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of, great indie companies out there and stuff like that. I know, Spiro Toys is doing great things. So everyone was happy with like their articulation. I know Valaverse does an amazing job with the articulation that they have. And then, and then just, some of the Hasbro figures, there's a couple out there that have some, good articulation with like the bicep swivel and the butterfly joints and stuff like that. So it's kind of just looking at everything that's out there and being like, all right, let's pile all these together.
What could you incorporate into this one, right, to make it the most nice? Yeah, good.
Sir Dork is, he's done a really, great job. He's been amazing to work with. He's definitely helped get the figures out there and onto people's feeds and stuff like that. And he's, there's me who can, take a picture of these figures with my iPhone, but then there's like, Jared and Trevor, 1/6 shooter. They make them come to life and they look, real.
Yeah.
Well, it's really cool too that you guys are like in, I guess that you guys are like connected to the community enough to know that like, okay, yeah, no, like if we're gonna like do this and put this out there, we got to get some guys that can really take some shots of figures to show off what these what they can do.
Yeah, that was like the big thing, doing this project. Victoria can talk to it as well, but just working with it's fun working with a group of people and turning an idea into reality. And
there's so many talented people too that you just want to like maximize their talent and put it within yours and just create this project for everybody to enjoy. So it was super fun.
Sure.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Awesome. All right, I was going to go ahead and open up the chat here and see if the chat had any questions for you guys. We're going to do kind of like a rapid fire questions here for the chat.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you guys have any questions in the chat, go ahead and drop them in after I type in go. And let's see. We will, what do you say, about 5 minutes? Does that sound good?
Yeah, whatever works for you guys. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Can someone set me a timer for 5 minutes?
We can probably do even 10, actually.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we'll shoot for 10 then. All right. Let me know when you're ready.
We're good.
Second. Go. We got 10 minutes.
Okay. And go. All right. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and throw it in the chat here. All right. Ray Paz, do you have any pictures of the figures in more action poses?
Yes. So there's a few in more action poses. There's some black background image shots of them. They're still in like kind of stagnant, but the reason why is the articulation is they're just prototypes at the moment. But that we're trying to push that a little bit. But once they get dialed in with the factory, we will be able to show off all that awesome.
Yeah, once you get the test shots in, you'll be able to get more. You can show off a lot of the articulation in more poses because these are simply prototypes. They're painted. Yeah. They're painted prototypes on top of that. So movement, getting them in like super action poses or dynamic poses is a little complicated at this point.
It's too difficult to show. Yeah, they're at the stage where you don't have the things that you have are basically super fragile, so it's not like you can fully push it anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Brian says, do they bend in the chest area?
Yes.
Crunch.
Yeah, so they'll have the ab crunch. So if I describe it correctly, there's the cut in the ab crunch, and then there's also the swivel at the bottom of the torso as well.
So it's a ball joint, correct? Like underneath the chest, the diaphragm section. So it's ball, and okay. Yeah, I guess right now it'd be similar to Jada Street Fighter figures, where they have the ball up top and the ball on the bottom. So that's basically what the design is like. At least
that's
based
what
on
it would do. But obviously, if you start, like that chest armor right there on that Shadow Stalker, it will obviously hinder that articulation.
Okay. Any vehicles or giant figures in the future? Thanks in advance.
Yes. So like there's obviously, that with what there's the Warmock. So like that's like the final stretch goal. So we want to do bigger figures, new molds. We want to expand the portfolio of Galactic Valor. But vehicles, yeah, I mean like what Valorverse is doing, that Vanguard, that's pretty
killer,
sweet. So I would love to do maybe like a little, speeder bike or something like that, that's a bit more kind of like what you see with like the GI Joe Classified, stuff like that. And then we're also experimenting with like 1/18 scale as well. So we want to get into both markets and stuff like that. So
There we go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ray says meaning more than static pose. Yes, we covered that. Born says double checking to make sure they have ankle swivel. Yes,
They will. Yep, they have the swivel ankles, so you can get them into those cool poses for the foot as well.
okay. Machu Man says, were any figures harmed during Sir Dork's photography?
He came by on we were at ToyCon New Jersey over the weekend, and he came by the booth because we were showing off Galactic Valor, and he was telling us some of the stories about them. He did break a couple hands, but I was able to fix them easily, so it didn't matter. But there was a few casualties, but they're fine. They're all fixed now.
That's good.
Nice. Brick Something says, sorry if I missed this. I heard that the toes are not articulated, but how are the feet? Standard rocker? Is there a calf boot cut?
None of the toes are articulated, but there's like an ankle rocker, from the last one.
Okay. Shelf presence, do you have a goal in mind as to complete the cast of characters, and do you have any ideas around accessory packs or headsets?
Yeah, so do you have a goal in mind? So like as the story progresses, there'll be new characters that'll be seen in the comic book that aren't in action figure form yet. So we would love to do those. In terms of accessories pack, the first one to start with is just that golden accessories pack. For headsets, we don't have any on the Kickstarter right now, but if we were to get funded, that is definitely a part of the next step up for Galactic Valor. We want to offer armor sets. We want to offer different weapon packs. We want to offer different head packs. This Kickstarter is just to really, get it off the ground and just get the ball rolling for Galactic Valor. But all of that stuff will be included.
Okay, awesome. Born says, do you have a price range on the last stretch goal, the Beast?
A rough idea we were looking at, it was like anywhere from like $60 to $70.
Okay.
That sounds good. Man, Beast Boy, any alternate head pack / effects? We just covered that. Shout out to Duarte Studios. It was great meeting the Fox Forge family in person. I look forward to creating not so tiny worlds of these.
Great to meet
Nice.
you.
Yeah, it's great seeing you.
And we have,
Toy
that's
Chase,
about
look.
it.
Yeah, where were you guys? I was in my little table, so I didn't get to see you guys.
Oh, you were there?
I was there.
We were in room 1, right, when you walked in.
Okay. Okay,
And
yeah, I
then
was in the
second row over, right? From the main
second
back wall.
row over. We had these big, huge. What were they? Those like McDonald's shoes. Looking at us.
Nick, a Fry Guy? I think it was.
Yeah,
the
these Fry Guy shoes. They're like massive, size 12s.
That's crazy.
Toy Chase says Duarte would Dio would kill it for these.
Yeah, I'll give him a shout out. He came over to the table. He showed us what he can do, and it was he's done the Plunderlings set, and it's just amazing what he did for them. It helps bring a new world to the Plunderlings figures and stuff like that. It makes the booth obviously look a lot more fun.
Sonic Rockman X says, does Chamba approve of the shoulders?
I mean, the design's good. It doesn't have any gappage, and the butterfly joint, if it functions as it looks like it's designed, then it should be solid. So yeah, thumbs up there.
Heck yeah.
Thanks.
All right. If you guys could have any license, what would it be? Last question.
I mean, at the moment, with the way it's going, I love the Warhammer 40K franchise. I mean, you see what Joy Toy is doing with the Warhammer license.
Killing it.
Warhammer is I've grown up with since I was a kid, and I just love the fact that Games Workshop is allowing people to be a bit more expressive with the license. We're getting action figures, waited ages for those. And then, but yeah, it'd be Warhammer 40K for sure.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome.
Big task.
And Brick Something says, excited to get cool new aliens on the shelf so far. And for 2, loving the Krishk and the Tracer.
2 good choices right there.
Sonic Rogman X says, need some actual samples on hand next time. Yep. It's weird. They just kicked off the Kickstarter. We still have 28 days, right?
Yep, 28 days left.
Yeah.
So plenty of time.
Ends in 24th. Yeah, 24th is the end. So still plenty of time.
Let me go ahead and bring up the page here one more time. And I will throw the link in as well to the Kickstarter. There we go.
Thank you.
And we'll bring up the Kickstarter here. So this is what you'll be looking at when you click the link. Ray Paz says, someone asked if the cape was wired. It is wired. Yes,
it is.
All right. So yes, this is where you go, and you if you're interested in the Galactic Valor, and you can grab these guys up over there, right?
Yep.
All right. Awesome. Well, I wanted to say thank you guys so much for hopping on with us today and sharing your wonderful Kickstarter and informing us about the wonderful world that you've created here. It was very, very awesome and fun. Definitely dig that. Is there anything that Lago, Chamba, or Mario wanted to add before we wrap it up?
It looks good. Congrats.
Yeah. Congrats. Yeah. Hopefully it makes it, because there's still plenty of time. So
Thank
we'll
you.
see.
Thank
We'll
you.
see it rise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thank you for having us on. It's been great.
Yeah, appreciate you guys' time.
Yeah, no, thank you guys so much. Where can we keep up with you guys at? How do we follow all of the Fox Forge Toys news and announcements?
Yeah, so we're heavily on Instagram and Facebook, and then we're going to be consistently providing updates through the Kickstarter campaign as well, making sure if we're funded, that we give everyone the updates that they all need to make sure that everything's progressing nicely. So we make a promise to that. So yeah, that's where we'll be.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you everybody so much for tuning in today. You could have been anywhere else, but you decided to be here, and we thank you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. So without further ado, Mario, how do we keep up with you, sir?
You can follow me on 796 Studios on Instagram, TikTok, Vero, not Twitch. You can catch me on the first Tuesday of every week on Chatmigos Assemble. You can catch me on the first Thursday of every month on Playing Around channel, Unboxing Thursday, Enablers Edition. I'll see you April 7th in Toronto, Toying Around ToyCon.
Oh, snap.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Chamba, how do we keep up with you?
You can find me at the Chamba on Instagram and Twitter, on the Toymigos Discord, on Chatmigos Assemble on Tuesday, and then on Thursday.
In Lago, how do we keep up with you?
You can find me on Instagram, Lago_figs, here on Tuesdays, and on YouTube, Lago_figs.
Awesome. You can follow me, Cheney180 on Instagram. Check out the Toymigos Instagram. Check out the Toymigos Facebook and the Toymigos Facebook group and the Toymigos Discord. I'm here every Tuesday with Chatmigos Assemble, and Thursday, They're Not Dolls. And hopefully by the end of the week, we'll have a figure of the month video for you guys for the month of March. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, I think that about wraps it up. Chamba, do you still have commissions going or no?
No, not for now.
They're
no.
closed now? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I may open it up again next month, but we'll see.
All right. You missed your window. You have to wait till
All good.
next time. Yes. All right. Well, thank you everybody so much. As always, I am Cheney180.
I'm unmuting. Lago Figs.
I'm Chamba.
I'm 796.
Fox Forge
Fox
Toys.
Forge.
All
Yeah.
right. Perfect. And Chatmigos.
Assemble!
Assemble.